easier because you have like the control.
Capture the flag.
Leading, right?
Yeah.
Because aim assist only really works when you're aiming at them, not like predicting and aiming in front of them. At least that's how I perceive things. But yeah, so like I think the plasma pistol in Reach, I think it killed I don't remember if it was 11 bolts or 19 bolts, but it's very quick. I think I'd have to go back and check. I think it was like 11. It was either 11, 13, or 19. And they're very like they go as fast as you can pull the trigger, right? So things like so I actually really like the only thing I probably think about it is like, and I'd do this for all plasma weapons, honestly. And I just wouldn't make him inaccurate. I just don't see why from like a balance perspective.
Yeah.
From a control perspective, it's just like when you have a weapon like the DMR pistol, why is it that a weapon is so projectile is also I personally just
I agree.
Yeah, so we were talking about so like ideally, if you can make weapons different and have them still like balance in some way, still be fun, that's my ideal. But someone wants to add like a human weapon skin for a plasma weapon for an alien, or an alien skin for a human weapon. I'm fine with that. I'm not, as long as like the sandbox is diverse. Like I don't care for redundancy.
Fair enough.
Stronghold.
Like it.
Some interesting choke points.
Definitely needs a few more players, though.
Yeah.
Looks like you had a pretty good group in here earlier. You got defast. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then Java is actually going on for an hour or two, but they only picked up the fucking intensity.
Oh, no, it was going on for like 4 or 5 hours. Like, hardware firewall was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then they increased it to about a 4 gig hit. And then it started affecting it.
Who was that fool who was like saying they were going to join last time and troll us or something? And then they just ended up joining and playing anyway.
I can't remember the name. Dark
It was
something.
See, that's what I was saying. Dark something.
Oh yeah, no, that
Double
guy.
kill.
The guy with the car in his avatar.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Him or someone he knows did it.
I don't think he could do it.
No, he seems too noobish to do that.
Oh, he's more naive than anything.
Yeah.
No, if I had to take a guess, it's probably one of our Mexicano friends that are thinking they're elite and crap like that.
They saw their favorite female player join our server, and they're like, I have to get that.
I would not be surprised. I mean, she was so happy that it wasn't the same map.
was it Bud Gulch Rockets?
I mean, when we were, what was it, Battle City, she was like, wow, this is like awesome.
Сука, блядь!
Невишка, ревушка.
That's what I'm saying.
By the way, since you
Killing
have,
spree.
Dark Souls I installed a mod for Dark Souls 3 recently, and it's called Seamless Co-op. It's a for the Soulsborne game.
That would have been so
Double
back
kill.
about you.
That added seamless to DS3, or did someone take the...
I was just watching Miss No One.
I'm actually kind of curious about that. Yeah, it's really cool if they added seamless to DS3. Like, it was, I think it was amazing for Elden Ring, and then when they added invasions and balanced it a little bit, it made such a world of a difference. Like, I can't really go back to vanilla.
Blue team has the flag.
Nexus mods, why not GitHub? Oh yeah, okay, uploaded by Yui.
I'll let you have your.
Yeah,
Never mind.
first time Elden Ring Seamless Co-op, and now they're working.
Blue team
You
has
as well. Go on, finish it.
And now they're working on a Seamless Co-op mod for Dark Souls 1. It's insane.
If there's a game that needs it,
Blue
it's
team.
definitely yes.
Dark Souls 1? Yeah. Honestly, I can agree.
You know that this person, they were the ones that made an anti-cheat for DS2 and DS3 called. So like, that shit would like protect you against like cheaters. So like, in Blue Sentinel, when someone's like cheating, you can just immediately
running riot.
So like, and just it's protected your character and saves and shit. So it was honestly just such a nice thing to have. Even pinnacle cheating. And then Blue Accolade for DS2, aside from some basic protections, it also makes it so that like, because in DS2, the invasion items, there is no like reusable invasion item, right? There's always items, but the mod just made it like, so it helps with like you getting and I had a lot of fun to the point where I started getting invaded by Blue Sentinels because I invaded them back so much, which just made the game more enticing for me.
Double kill.
Types should spawn at the base on this one, methinks.
Yeah, pop for sure.
I'm just getting wrecked. Number one in his right hand and left hand in the. Maybe I need to try that strat to heighten my senses.
Practice with your right. Do the naughty with the left.
Use low DPI.
So high sensitivity and low DPI.
I'm the opposite. I use high DPI, low sense. I mean, ultimately, I think what matters is your, centimeters per 360. This is probably like super low. I know, but I don't have a lot of room. So mine's only at like 16 centimeters per 360. And the only reason I even know about this is because the fucking, when I played like Half-Life Online, some people were like wrecking each other, but they're also wrecking they would tell me about how they put out like a piece of paper with like a ruler and essentially like draw their desired length, right? And then just like manually test whatever along with making sure mouse acceleration and all that shit is on. I think it helps. it keeps, and then if you don't even want to do that, there's a website I use called like mousesensitivity.com, and you can convert the sensitivity from one game to another. And most games I know are on that, especially for shooters. But not Halo Chimera settings. I just winged it with the sensitivity settings.
But yeah, Chimera really does that situation.
But yeah, and I even asked the person, even asked this question on Yui's
Double
show
kill.
so far, that if a Dark Souls 2 seamless co-op is possible, and one of the people who moderates it told me that it's pretty much, it's possibly likely because of them doing Dark Souls 1, so it would make sense to do Dark Souls 2 after that.
Double kill.
And from what I know, the code, the base code of DS1, DS2, DS3.
Blue team has the
I
flag.
don't know about networking, but I imagine it's probably not. The question would be like, because a lot of what makes DS2 like amazing, I think, are the multiplayer elements. DS2 is a lot more than like DS1 or DS. No,
Blue
definitely
team
more than DS2.
has the
I don't
flag.
know. DS1
Red
had
team,
some stuff.
flag return.
So I wonder if it'd be possible to have seamless, but also like those elements. Because they added, if they can add invasions, maybe it's possible they can add the other stuff, but I'm not entirely sure. They did that, I'm so much.
Yeah, and I also heard someone. I think I also know someone told me that Dark Souls 2 runs on a different game engine than Dark Souls 1, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
From what I've heard, if anything, it's kind of like the difference between Halo 1 to 2 and 3 is like a modified engine. But I cannot say that with
Certainty.
yeah.
Okay. So basically, same engine but modified from different areas, in a span of decades.
Basically, just probably a
Double
DS2
kill.
is not even, compared to DS1, I think it's only like a few years. Even DS3, I feel like they're not. DS1 isn't that old.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Suka блядь, I swear to God. The only reason I'm negative to this game is because number one is on the other two.
Okay. Yeah.
Since one release. Because I think they were also working on DS2. No, and yeah, Dark Souls was released in
Blue
2011,
team
dude. I keep
has the
thinking it was like
flag.
released in like 2000s and some shit.
Nah.
No. I almost choked
That
because I
didn't
heard a
work.
vehicle trying to splatter me.
Red team, flag
No!
return.
I died to an AR. Just kidding. AR is actually like both.
Yeah.
Oh, Con, the other thing in
What?
terms of weapon balance. People say that they do this with the AR in like Halo 4 or 5. I wouldn't use it for other reasons. But like the assault rifles in this game, for example, I wish that they were like created a bit differently so that like when the average person uses them, you know, they have like an okay kill time.
Yeah.
But if you were a skilled enough player, you could, you know, potentially outplay.
I do like what Infinite did with it. It's got like a little bit of the recoil pattern, although they are kind of just like a little too useful in all situations. If you could just like pray and pray, it should be kind of okay, mildly okay. But if you can like control it a bit, the recoil, the bloom, I think it should be like a decent all-around weapon.
That's actually the point I was getting at. Yeah, I think. Yeah, like if the AR, so like there's a few things I was thinking about. One is like if you have like a rapid firing weapon, right? You could make the bullets slower so that they would fire like more at a distance. so that even if they were accurate, it wouldn't be like too impressive. Or you could also go with like a recoil counter. Akin to Counter-Strike, but maybe one that doesn't penalize you. Right? So it's like consistent, but
Yeah.
and I think something like that. So it makes it a bit harder to use in like a battle rifle or a DMR at a distance. But if you have the skill for it, you know, or if you're reading your opponent's movement, or maybe even like a mix of both, right? You can out.
Yeah.
I think that'd be like my like weapon balance. You know, like. But I think the option that like Halo 5 and I don't know if Infinite did this, but I know Halo 5 did this, was it felt like they just increased the damage a bit and then increased the bullet magnetism, right? Up to like a certain range. So like at short range, it was impossible to, you know, like, out strafe it. Or like seemingly impossible. And then at a distance, it does damage, but like still magnetism.
Basically,
I'm not a
short
big fan of like amagnetism or magnetism, but personally, so I get around. But I know many players like it because it's like a staple of Halo. Or
I almost just kind of pretend it's like part of the Mjolnir armor.
it's part of the you know what?
The magnet.
I mean, there was a video that I saw someone breaking down like amagnetism. They did it in such a way that it was like such a cool concept. Maybe I should share it if you guys are interested. But like,
So
the
Okay, have you watched the latest Alien movie,
Oh yeah.
Romulus? Right, there's like a scene in there where she's got
Yeah.
the gun that's like pivoting around, like the lock on. That's what I thought of. Like
AKA
that's aim assist.
AKA the in-universe canonical explanation of aim assist.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Such a good
Oh. I also know that even Yui was also making a Sekiro seamless co-op, but they didn't. They discontinued with it. Discontinued with it. But someone on their Dark Souls 3 that they're gonna make a new version of it. Though.
Game
Kinda
over.
cool to know. And I even asked. Sorry.
No, I'll say that's what we need. Keep going.
Yeah. And I asked if most of the other players are just clones of Wolf, or just unique models, and they told me that it's just clones of Wolf, which honestly makes it funny, you know. I mean, I know that